and I'm really excited for all of you because this is senior year. I know that you pretty much checked out of everything that you're trying to get to. Here it is, it's May, we're ready to go. So I think the audience would definitely like to hear exactly what your plans and your goals are from this point on. I'm quite sure that at this processing stage of your college applications and there's some admittance and some acceptances and some rejections, but hopefully at this point some real excitement about your new directions, your new paths, where it is that you're getting ready to go. So if you wouldn't mind sharing some of that with us and telling us maybe some schools you applied to and where you think that you might like to go or where you're actually at in your search for the perfect college at this point.
I think I really benefited from legal outreach because I wouldn't have known about some of the schools I applied to without them. I applied to some schools like Amherst, Wesleyan University, Swarthmore University, like some of the top schools in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And without legal outreach preparing me and kind of showing me that these options are available for me, I would have probably ended up applying to somewhere like Brooklyn College, somewhere local, and not really expanding my horizons.
Okay.
So I will be attending a Wesleyan University in the fall.
Wonderful.
I'll probably be doing a sociology major, I think.
That is wonderful to hear. Congratulations to
Thank
you. What an accomplishment. And how about you, Shawana?
I wasn't born in this country, and I'm actually from Guyana, but then I moved to Africa and I came here, and after being accepted into legal outreach, my horizons were definitely open and broadened because half the colleges that I applied to, such as Dickinson, Wheaton College, Bates College, I did not know these colleges existed. I didn't picture myself going to a school outside of my country. And being in this country and being in this program, I will actually be attending Howard University in the fall. I'm very excited about that because it's a historical Black college, and I wanted the experience of knowing more about my history, I guess, because I want to major in African American Studies now and minor in Arabic.
Okay.
Because I have an interest in Egyptology. So I feel that will definitely help me propel myself. So thanks to legal outreach.
Okay. That's extremely impressive also, and we definitely wish you much success with your new endeavors. And Ms. Jessica, we can't leave you out, so tell us what's going on with you over here.
Without legal outreach, I probably would have applied to the safety schools, the schools that I wouldn't really have to work for.
Tell me, what are safety schools?
Schools that I knew I would get into.
Okay.
So I kind of would have settled, basically.
Okay.
So I'm going to my Holyoke College, and it's an all-women's college, and I want to go there because the women are independent, and they're all successful, but they know who they are. And I think that after my experience there, I'll definitely know who I am. And so I'm excited to go there. I want to major in neuroscience and behavior, and minor in classics.
Oh, okay, y'all scaring me. Y'all scaring me with the majors and the I mean, and then I say that from the standpoint of so many of these things when I was going to school wasn't even available, and certainly not to people of color such as ourselves. It was doctors, nurses, lawyers, and then there were what we considered to be the blue-collar working jobs. My mom would always tell me from the time when she was coming up that, that was basically it, that you weren't given much of a horizon to aspire for, Herself personally, she took the initiative to do a really lesser traveled road. I never had heard of anybody before in the 1950s like that had actually gone to funeral directing school. So my mom years ago. Yeah, it sounds a little morbid, but I'm saying that's definitely a direction that you don't hear about in the norm. But because that was the type of individual that she was, I think that was indicative of how she actually brought me up and gave me that, instilled in me that determination that you can be anything that you want to be. Like you said, Mr. Santana, they didn't really have a clue as to what that would necessarily entail.
Right. That's right.
How to be able to get you into directions or programs or any kind of assistance that would, allow you to be able to have those opportunities opened up to you. So the fact that you guys have walked into legal outreach and been able to really, really get all the positive benefits from it is just outstanding. And I commend you all, because I know that this is not an easy program. And I know that personally because my son is a participant in legal outreach as well. And I've, gone to a number of activities and competitions that you guys have here. And I must say that out of all the places that I've been in my professional career, as well as an academic career, I have never seen a place that is more competitive and more focused and more driven. You guys rise to the occasion. You're serious about these competitions. And at the end of the day, somebody wants to win. So you want to tell us a little bit briefly about, your experiences from a competitive standpoint here. What do you think that you take away from the table in terms of that overall experience? Because not a lot of people know how to do any form of public speaking. We tend to just totally quiver and shy away from anything that is public and that we actually have to address someone and, speak and so on and so forth. It's not an easy thing to do at all. And I've seen you. I've seen you. I've never seen you. But I can tell this audience that these two ladies here are monsters in terms of when they get into these competitions and do what it is that they do at law debate as well as mock trial. I was extremely, extremely impressed and had to let my son know beyond a shadow of a doubt this was something that he was going to see from start to finish, that he was going to do his best to try and finish. So tell us a little bit briefly, if you wouldn't mind, about, how your experience was and, doing the mock trial competitions all the way up to doing the congressional law debates.
Okay.
Go ahead, Shmuley. You're live on stage.
Doing the mock trial competition was a completely new experience for me. Legal outreach in general was a new experience for me, but the mock trial was one of the most interesting things I did my entire 8th grade summer. And it was a chance to express my ideas and feel as though I was a real lawyer representing someone to try and prove their case. And I did the closing argument for my team, and at the end of the day, we won. And I was also one of the most outstanding participants for that portion of the program. And that was one of the things that really made me want to be in the college-bound program and to get the opportunity to experience a constitutional law debate, because after the SLI program, I wanted to become a lawyer. So doing constitutional law debate, my sophomore year, I struggled with it because my arguments were too long and I would get too nervous and flustered and forget my arguments. But when it came to my junior year and senior year, I was definitely more prepared for the questioning that the judges were going to give me, timing my arguments well, and just standing there and believing in myself that, okay, I prepared long enough and hard enough for this, and I can definitely do it. And I got the opportunity to win Debate of the Year twice, my sophomore year and my senior year.
Nice.
And out of everything I've done in my life, I can say those are the two most accredited things that I have done that I'm most proud of and that my mom is most proud of me. So once again, thanks to Legal Outreach, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
This is better than an infomercial. What do you think, Randy? Tell us a little bit about your experience in these competitions. And
Well, I didn't have quite a successful I won my fair share of debates, but I didn't win in the SLI program, and I didn't win the Debate of the Year competition. But I definitely learned a lot through the experience. My public speaking definitely improved. My writing definitely improved as well. I got to work with some attorney mentors and some law school students as coaches to help me out with my debates, and it was honestly an invaluable experience. I learned so much from just being able to work with an attorney one-on-one uh, with topics that they're still working on, things like the death penalty, things like the definition of a true family. So I definitely learned a lot from the program. I might not have won all of the debates, but I definitely walk away with a greater knowledge of the legal profession, and I also think that fostered my interest of becoming a lawyer.
Okay. And Jessica?
Actually, for SLI, I played a witness. I look back now, I kind of regret it. I had the chance to, choose
Why do
whatever.
you say that?
Because I had the chance to choose whatever kind of role I wanted to, and I chose the winner, trying to take the easy way out. And as I look back, I'm like, I could have been an attorney. I could have like really won the case, but it was still a great experience. The constitutional law debates taught me to be humble, because when I heard of debating, I was like, oh, I can do this. I can talk. I can talk my way out of anything. And I would think that I'm doing great, and I would lose. So my mother told me, she's like, you need to relax and be humble. And so I took my mom's advice, and I worked extremely hard because I wanted to win. And so that's what the constitutional law debates taught me, to be humble and just to work hard for what you really want.